This afternoon, we responded to Meadowbrook High School for a report of a stabbing. Once we arrived here at the school, we immediately put the school into lockdown, and we made contact with a student again who had been stabbed. Life-saving measures were taken at that time. That student has been transported to an area hospital with serious injuries. However, they are stable right now. During the lockdown, we were able to locate a suspect who was also a student. That suspect has been taken into custody. There is no threat to the public at this time.
Right now, we are in the process of a controlled release where student drivers will be allowed to drive home. As well, parents who are choosing to pick their children up are being routed to Meadowdale Library for a reunification effort where shuttle buses are taking those students to that site, after which we will release the remainder of our students on their normal bus routes this afternoon.
Okay. Any questions?
Are you able to, or do you happen to know, talk about what started this? Was it an altercation that happened?
That's still being investigated at this time.
Can you share the grades of either of these students?
I cannot at this time.
Can you share what was used?
That is still under investigation at this time.
And when you say serious injuries, serious or life-threatening?
Serious injuries right now. They're stable right now at the hospital.
Parents can pick up their students. Can you say that location again just for people who might be tuning in?
Meadowdale Library, parents would need to have normal identification that is standard practice for picking up a child. We have staff at the site to release students to a parent or guardian.
And did you already begin the release, or are they staying in school till
Release is underway right now, and communication of our release plan and reunification site has been sent to parents.
Let's talk about response. We counted at least 20 vehicles out here when we pulled up. Do you want to talk about the law enforcement perspective and then the school perspective?
Yeah, when these incidents come up, we are going to have a law enforcement response, especially from the district, which the incident occurred, and we're going to also have our surrounding districts also respond to that incident. And the reason for the large amount of response is until we can get a picture of what has occurred and get things under control at the scene.
From the school's perspective, we're very appreciative of Chesterfield County Police Department for their response. Certainly our staff shows up en masse as well. We understand that in times of crisis and critical incident, folks might not be thinking as clearly as they normally do through all of the details, and so our staff are on site to ensure that all of those details are being thoughtfully considered and planned for.
Are you able to tell us the time of day this happened?
We received a call about 12:20 p.m. this afternoon.
And in school perspective, what period is that?
It would be during our lunch block, which is typically third block of the day out of 4.
How are your students and staff doing?
I have not been in a classroom. I've been working with staff and CPD, but by my observations and accounts, the school staff have done a remarkable job keeping student concern and behavior at an appropriate level.
Will there be any resources for kids who maybe witnessed this?
So as we think through next steps, obviously there will be counselors and other mental health support available for students in the coming days. We will meet as a critical incident team very shortly to begin thinking through what next steps are when the faculty meeting debrief needs to occur, family communication follow-ups, as well as those employee supports and student supports to reconcile emotional and mental health trauma that this may have caused, understandably so.
Does this school have metal detectors?
So right now, none of Chesterfield County Public Schools have weapons detection or metal detectors outside of large gatherings like athletic events or graduations. However, we began the process a few weeks back of evaluating the appropriateness, the fiscal reasonability, as well as the logistics of being able to install weapons detection at our schools. We've observed at one site last week, senior leadership did, and we have another site visit in another neighboring county planned for this coming Friday. Unfortunately, incidents such as these support the need to put any and all safety measures in place.
And just for my background, I don't remember, does Chesterfield have the clear backpack policy?
We do not have a clear backpack policy.
How long do you anticipate these roads to be blocked off? I mean, is there any timeline at all?
Until we can get parents and the students reunited, they'll be blocked off for a period of time. Don't have an exact timeline for you at this time. Yep. But I just again want to thank Dr. Murray. As soon as police arrived, we worked in partnership with the schools to identify the issue and get information we needed for this incident and help it come to this conclusion.
Anything else you want to tell families at all?
At this time, we have. Give me a moment. At this time, I know what I want to say.
This is a partnered effort, as Lance mentioned, and hopefully one of the takeaways from a tragic incident such as this is how the police department and the school division staff work to quell fear in our community and show support and restore safety.
Anything else?
That's all.
Thanks so much.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you all.
Yeah.